So it's the morning now. Great night, absolutely brilliant. Loved it. They took me all over the place. It was well, you saw it in the video. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Just about to set out. Just been greasing fifth wheel. I've never had a fifth wheel on a truck that eats grease as much as this thing. I have to do it nearly once a week. Unbelievable. So anyway, I'm just trying to put these load locks back in, but it is just so bloody hot here, man. It is unbelievable. So I've sort of got one in. I thought I was to run it over so it's bent, but that ain't a problem. That'll straighten out. But the only problem is, what has happened is the holes that they've drilled, haven't drilled them into the cross members. They've just driven into like basically that's plasterboard and the insulation. So that's why the ball falling out, shit like that. It's just a waste of bloody time. So without a drill, I don't know. I'm going to try to sort something out. But at this present moment, it is far too hot here. It really is. I'm just sweating buckets in there. So I'm going to get hooked up. I've only got a couple of hour run across to the other side. So basically from the east to the west I'm going. And see what the beach is like there maybe. But I'll stop halfway, fuel up, ready for the morning. And I'll start the reefer. And then I'll try back in there again when it's a bit cooler inside. You know what I'm saying? Check this out then, where I'm at. I'm at a bloody Cracker Barrel, morning Cracker Barrel. I went to see the nice lady in the Cracker Barrel. I said, can I park in your car park? Some of them won't let us park in the car parks anymore. They're being a bit strict and funny. But look at this. She says, yes, surely you can. And that's Easter dinner sorted. I was going to go get unloaded, but no, I was going to go to the farm. Let's get this right. I was going to go to the farm and park there, but there was a weight restriction. So I was coming back round to try and get them all the way around and stuff like that to get to it. And I thought, well, what's the point of going down to the farm? Sees the Cracker Barrel here. Thought, bingo. And I've just noticed over there, obviously, hotel. God, it's toasty. Hotel over there. I'm going to see if I can blag my way into the swimming pool after we've had dinner. It's a win-win, isn't it, really? Yeah, and she said I can stay the night over here. You've seen the Cracker Barrels before. I've shown you quite a few of them throughout the states and things like that. They're all the same. They're all franchise. For some reason, we don't have them in Washington State. I really don't know why, but they're pretty cool places to hang out and just chill and load rocking chairs, all the stuff. You've seen it all before. Getting to this farm is looking a bit challenging. First thing in the morning. Time to go back to work. I don't think this is the proper route that I'm going to be getting into the farm, to be fair. We usually do go on a few little rickety roads to get to farms in Florida, but you see there's a weight limit, 5 ton, coming round the other way. The way
turn left.
Actually Garmin wanted to take me in that way. The sat-nav, GPS, but so in my wisdom I've decided to come around this way. It's still trying to get me to go 3 days out the way. So we'll stick with Google Maps and stay on there a little bit of off-roading. Interesting. That was something, wasn't it? Holy shit! I think that was slow down there, wasn't it? Maybe. Golly! Nice, isn't it, though? Nice if you're on a car or a bicycle.
1/4 mile. Turn right on Smith Road.
Exactly ideal. Oh. Oh, this one, yeah. This one? Oh, man, this is getting a little bit shitty now, isn't it? Yeah, I fucked up. You know when you've like fucked up. Oh God, I just want to be out of here. This is looking tight.
Turn right on Smith Road.
Yeah, easy for you to say. You aren't 90 foot long, Mrs.
In 1/4 mile, turn left on Barkley Avenue.
Luckily I've got my axle hooked up. Luckily I've got my axle through all the way forward, well, just nearly all the way forward on my trailer, so I can... Shit. Maybe a little bit.
In 600 feet, turn left onto Markley Avenue.
You seem to be on the sand. Get me out of here. I'm glad I didn't come down here in the dark. That would
Turn
have been like...
left on Barkley Avenue.
Next left onto Markley Avenue.
Banjos. This is where the little Englishman disappears. You are tripping me. You are expecting... Yeah, it's expecting me to go down that one. I can't go down that. I can't get down that. Yeah, really? Yeah, we'll this is the right tarmac road.
In a quarter mile, turn right to stay on Smith Road.
Well, this is an actual road. No, it's not. It's not as though it's not a road without it. Nobody's come out yet. Waving finger at me though. That's a corner, isn't it?
In
There's
1/4
another
mile,
sharp
turn
left
left
up
on
here.
Addis Avenue.
One good thing, because I'm running agricultural, it's not eating my time up. Now this is getting a bit silly now, isn't it? Eh? I'm just going to trim your bushes, loves. Yeah, we're getting stuck now, aren't we? I think this might be lots of reversing on the cards. That'll be interesting, won't it? There is a bit I didn't notice back there I couldn't actually turn.
Turn left on
Right,
Addis
we'll sort this
Avenue.
out. Oh, God. Well, there's only one way I'm going, and that's right, innit? So I ain't doing that left way, because that's not what's in there. So a little bit of garden round.
In 400
This is where somebody videos me for being stuck, and I feel sorry for Swift now. You've never laughed at any of theirs. Well, that was something. I managed to get turned around in that entrance there. I went and saw the people and asked if I could turn around, and she said, yes, it's happened before. I could see the tyre marks, truck tyre marks, as I walked back up to the house, and yeah, this has been done before, hasn't it?
turn right onto Markley Avenue.
Going up there. Get out. Oh, drop front wheel in then. We've only got that tight right and tight left, haven't we? No, she's going to be alright. Back to trim the bushes. So it turns out I'm at the wrong place, I was. Oh, I'm really pretty pissed with that one. After a couple of hours sat there, she told me it was, I would be loading there, the woman I spoke to this morning. And then I went for a walk round, because this is taking forever. Mark told me they're really quick. So I goes for a walk round, and there's only one load on the dock to get loaded, and there's two guys on there anyway. So I know, I've been talking to one of the guys, and I know that was his load. So I'm like, what the hell is going on here, kind of thing. So I goes for a walk round, calls up, my load isn't there. It turns out it's at this other farm. But I was faced with this other little bit of off-roading again. So once bitten, twice shy, I called him up and said, is this right? I'm like about to go off-roading. Oh yes, keep going down there, she says. We're on the right, you'll see it. Cool. Should have worn me knobbly tyres. Right, loaded on my way. I've just stopped because I've got up to my 150. While we're on, I want to just add you keyboard warriors. And no doubt there'll be some that are just punching in now. You can delete your message. I don't rely solely on my GPS. I do have an atlas as well. I had looked up that route, and it seemed, it'll seem not right, and went through, but Obviously not. Before I get, no, you should always have an Atlas. I do have an Atlas. Got it? Delete your message. Look at this, my English friends. Look, I'm just going up here and I think, bloody hell, this is like running up the A1. Not so dissimilar. And this is Florida. What a coincidence, eh? Definitely very similar. I just pulled in a little lay-by though. That made me wake up and realise it wasn't the A1. There was no garbage and road shit and rubbish all over the place. So, little catch up. We cracked on really well last night, had a cracking night. Even though I didn't get loaded till lunchtime by the time I left the farm and what have you. Put it on agricultural, did my 150, then went on to E-Log. I really punched hard. I did like a 6 hour without stopping, which I don't usually do, but the reason why I did it, I'm at the moment in South Carolina. North Carolina, just up there. This is just a little rest area. I managed the parking like I've explained to you guys before. There was a truck parked behind me there. Not the ideal, bit of a lean is the trailer, but it's light, so I ain't too worried about it, you know what I mean? If it had been heavy, I wouldn't have parked on that shit there, because I'd have been worried about it sliding in the night or something like that. Not ideal view with the bins, but hey-ho, at least they've got bins in the rest area, so there's no rubbish, you see what I mean? Nice little rest area. But as you see, look, there's hardly any parking here. And on a night, everything's packed all the way up the slip roads and shit like that. It gets really difficult if you're parking late on a night. Running late on a night. So I got parked up just before midnight last night. And I come in here and there was just this spot. It was a bit tight. I had to do a lot of shunting. But I got in. Otherwise, it'd have been parked on a slip road and stuff like that. Run all my 8 hours out. I didn't want to do a 30-minute break and do the other 3 hours. But I did 680 anyway. So that's got me another 680 to do. The reason why I pushed on yesterday, I don't deliver till Wednesday, it's Monday at the moment. I wanted to really push on because now I won't have to worry about tonight's stopover because I can stay at the place I'm delivering. Happy days. Because everywhere north, once you get out of Georgia basically, it's shit for parking. It really is. And I'm going back to New Jersey, so it's not going to get any easier. The closer you get to New York, it just gets worse. It's all right if you're one of these guys who gets loaded early and you park up at 4 o'clock. Happy days, you know, everything's good. There's parking areas for you and stuff like that. But not for when you get laid up and don't set off till late. So that's the top and bottom. I'm going back basically to where I came down to Florida and dropping a load there, which is this flour load obviously, and then I'm coming back again to before I can get my load back home. I don't like doing the 3 weeks away, but the weather is really shitty at the moment. Still in Montana and all that. It's taken a real bad turn. So do I pick a load? Wait, I could have turned it down. He asked me, do I want to do it? And I could have got a load out of New Jersey, New York, or somewhere like that to get me back across west. But there ain't a great lot going all the way across, so it'd have probably got me into Chicago. Chicago bounced me over to somewhere else, or Utah, or some shit like that. It'd have put me right in the middle of it all, you know. So I'm better off doing this. I can be back down by Friday. I can have my load on, and you know what? It's Chrome 75 custom show as well this weekend, so there is a method in my madness as well. So that's the update at the moment. We're going to crack on. 680 miles to do today. So, oh, we're not running 95. Let's have a look at this. Let me just show you. Just let me check. Yeah, we're good. Right. Let's have a look. See, I'm running up this way this time. I don't know if I showed you the map on the way down, but on the way down, I ran the 95 down here, which is shit, man. It takes you through Delaware and all over the goddamn place. Well, not all over the place. That's the most direct route. This is 100 mile out my way, going west and coming back round that way. But it misses out Delaware and all that stuff and whatever. And that is so bad going that way. The traffic is horrendous. Spoke to Mark, he'd come back down, he ran this way. And I spoke to an old guy at the hotel, and the boss rang me up and he said, don't go that way, go 81. Be a lot better that way. So that's the score. North Carolina. This is nice. All the leaves are coming out, getting pretty, but we've got a high wind warning, which isn't very good, seeing I'm running pretty light. definitely better than going that other way, that's for sure. I blow over acid. We don't like the blow overs, do we? I'm sure it's going to be a spectacular view when I get to the top. Let's hope it stays like this all the way up, this kind of terrain. I will be going this way. I've looked at the map. I am sort of running along the mountainside, but it's just down the bottom of it. It looks like, as I looked at the map. Hopefully, no, it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully, I'll be able to, depending on I ain't got my return load yet, so hopefully I'll be able to run this way back down. I'm hoping it's not too. I hope he can't. If it's down into Delaware, I'm going to be really pissed. Proper pissed. Going to have to do it. It won't be one of them. I'm not doing that, and I'll just have to suck it up, buttercup. Because there is a lot of loads come out of Delaware. There's bananas coming to there, and some other fruits as well from the off the islands, Caribbean islands and stuff like that. So there is a good chance. We'll see. It'll be what it'll be. So there's a truck on the hard shoulder on fire. So I've come off the freeway on a Vernon detour on the CF52. Like I said before, if you could quickly look at your maps really quick, boom, boom, pump it in, get off that. Don't sit in that traffic. It's just not going to be worth it. Depending on which part of the country you're in, or which country you are in. I wouldn't advise it in Italy at all, depending on if you're in the south of Italy, because a lot of them roads in the north and stuff like that, they're going to be really bad once you get off the freeway, the motorway, things like that, the shit. But now I seem to have a shitload of followers. I ain't got a goddamn clue where I'm going, and I seem to have a lot of trucks following me. I'm hoping this... I had a quick look, like I say, this should bring me back out onto the next junction. But the motorway, the freeway shuts totally down now. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a long time before that's opened up. So you may as well take a chance, jump off on the national road, the US road or something like that. Don't just sit in the traffic. I'm probably that's going to be 2 hours or so, easy back there. So check this out. I may be wrong, but no doubt Steph will correct me, and it'll be in the a little bit above my head right now. I'll put the screen. I think this is the Appalachian Mountains in North Carolina here, and you can see the cherry blossoms all coming out. But you have cherry blossom. I'm just making it up as I go along. It's the only pink tree I know, so we'll call it a cherry blossom. There you go. And the white one's a white blossom. Yeah, okay, that sounds about right now. Really pretty. This is lovely. It's not that warm though out there, it's only 8 degrees, but hell man, this is a pretty road coming up. Yes, we are. I asked her earlier, she just sent me a message. This is the Appalachian Mountains. This is cool as hell. The boss called us up again and gave me the facts. He said, this will be the Appalachian Mountains you're running through and whatever. He said it'll be super free when you get up the 81. I think I ran this last time coming down the way. Pretty sure I did when I had that stupid horrible load with 3 drops in the middle of the night. But it was night time when I come through. Obviously, it's a little bit dark on the night. I didn't see as much. This is very pretty, and of course, running light like we are, it's a lot easier. If you're real heavy, this would. I don't know. You've got a bit of a run at each hill though, so. You imagine next month or two when everything's out in full bloom, it's going to be look beautiful through here, really, really pretty. You get paid for this, you know, to drive through here. So here I am, good morning, I'm in Alamochi. This is North New Jersey, right up in New Jersey. So basically, which way am I facing? Thumbs there. New York is back that way. New York's over there somewhere. Well, maybe a bit further south than what I am. I'm going right upstate New York. Furthest I've ever been, and Steph's really jealous actually because she's never been that far up either. It's right near Connecticut actually, which they're the few states I'm missing, Maine, Connecticut, and what's the one at Boston there and over there. But absolutely beautiful. Look at this farm. Absolutely amazing. It's so like England. I can't believe everybody, you know, it's just coming up here in the dark. Even last night I could see this is England. My God, it is. It's pretty cool, isn't it, really? So on we go. I've got about a 2-hour drive to get up there. They're loading until 1 o'clock, so hopefully they're going to load me a little bit earlier. Fingers crossed. I'll sweep the back out. Make sure you sweep the back out. Because obviously I've had plants in there and there's a bit of soil and stuff like that. You don't want to get to your next delivery, which is in the middle of bloody nowhere, and them turn round, pick up rather, and then turn round and say, no, sorry, we aren't putting it on because you've got a dirty trailer. You know, it has happened to me before, and there's nowhere around here to get it washed either, so you'd be really struggling then. So crack on, let's do this. That must be a real bugger carrying those big things about, eh? Holy mac, look at the size of the horns on those. You won't hear that very often from a Yorkshireman. This is an interesting road. This is Shades. What's it called? Shades of Death. Shades of Death. Shades of Death. Nice. I'll go right here. Beautiful area, really is. Look how pretty it is. Steph always keeps saying to me that it's really pretty upstate and what have you and stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah. Huh. Some beautiful property. They tell me it's pretty cheap up here. I don't know if I'm going the right way. I'm just winging it high. Shades of Death. How cool is that on your postcode? Where do you live? Last house on the left. Shades of Death. Sounds like what is it should live here? What's he called? Oh, Sharon and God, I can't think of his name. Osborne. The Osbornes should live up here. Ozzy. Yeah, we better tell Ozzy. This wingles round and get onto the 80. Boom! Let's shoot it up there. Quickly just mention, fit this in. This is where the boss was, where John Anker was brought up. A farm round here. He was telling me this is all dairy farms when he was a kid. Still obviously a lot of dairy farms here. The majority was dairy farms and stuff
Turn
like
left
that.
on Longbridge Road.
So there's a fact. He's gone exactly all the way from Holland, come over here, and then he's gone from one side of the country right over to the other side of the country. I don't know exactly which house, but let's tell it. He said it's a white one. Really, John? Okay.
In 1¼ miles, turn right on Johnson Brook Road.
Just narrowed it down, hasn't it? If you're here, scheduled appointment time, please ring the bell for further instructions. Driver attention there. If you are early or late for your appointment, please park in the parking lot, walk to the gate station and ring the bell for further instruction. Basically, that doesn't tell you much, but bollock shit has hit the poo-poo fan. Not good. My load, bum bandit shit cock. My load has been cancelled apparently. Fuck. And nobody told anybody. I'm like 100 miles north of in the middle of goddamn nowhere. Shit, near the Houston River. Bollocks, let me get onto somebody and see what we can do here. This isn't going to be good. Okay then, so we've had a think about it, and I'm putting the kettle on. What is that girl doing? Girl walking backwards like a weirdo. Anyway, yeah, I went shopping anyway. We forget about that. I ain't bothered about the load shit and what have you. The reason, anyway, after looking at this post and looking at what I said about, read that message on the gate, there's not a lot of parking in there, so it makes common sense to not have everybody in there who's come too early for their booking or late. Anyway, they still haven't got back to me. I spoke to Dispatch. I always ring, not Dispatch, I call first the people we're working for, because if you call Dispatch, then Dispatch ring them, and he's going round in a big old circle. Ring direct to the broker and say, look, what the hell's going? Then also ring your company as well. Let everybody in the loop know what's happening. But the first thing, I just rang the agent, the people we're working for, the broker, and say, you know, this load's cancelled. What the shit's going on here? The annoying thing is, I actually had it on my phone. I called them this morning, but nobody answered. If they'd have answered, I wouldn't be 100 miles bloody north, would I? Right up here. But, you know, obviously it's their fault. Somebody's cocked up, and it's transport, innit? It happens. So, the thing is, I'm right up here. I'm way up north, which I aren't really too bothered about, because here's what we got up here, what we got going on. We've got, you know, I could always go for a little sightsee. I ain't even bothered if he sends me right to the top. That'd be quite sweet, actually, because I've never done any of this is the furthest north I've ever been. So there's New York, there's Canada, just up, where's Canada? Canada's there, basically, they're the dark line. So as you can see, I'm way up there. There's Maine right at the top, and Rhode Island, and all that malarkey. Where so you know the weather's not too bad. So even if because the plan was I was going to load here, tip on Friday, so it's like 1,200 miles. So that'd have been a hard push because it's gone lunchtime now. But I think I could have done it anyway. But it doesn't really matter now because the load's been cancelled, so there's no point in crying over spilt milk. So my plan was never make a plan in transport. Don't think too far in advance. My plan was I was going to get this off in Daytona, shoot over to Chrome 75 truck show. It's the custom show this weekend. That would have been brilliant, but it's not going to happen now, is it? So you know, it's not going to happen. Well, unless he gets me another load down there. And then I was going to load on Monday. So I was going to be the weekend sat anyway. So even if he sends me all the way up to Maine and then back down, I can't get my load out of Florida until Monday. So you know what I mean. It's not the end of the world really. It just means I'm probably going to miss the Chrome show. But you know, I want to see the Chrome show. But anyway, I bought some of this Tim Hortons. I feel a bit as though I'm cheating on Starbucks though, because Tim Hortons is the Canadian one, and my friend Paul keeps going, oh, you want to try Tim Hortons? Tim Hortons is really good, the coffee. Anyway, it was on special offer in Walmart, so I got some of that. So I'm just going to try that and see how we get on with that, and some chocolate, so that'll make it feel better, won't it? Hopefully. And then I'll let you know where we're going next destination. Another one add to that while I'm on, buy Huggies. Huggies, truck drivers will need them. Do not buy the cheap brand. It will come off on your whiskers. It'll leave white shit all over your face. And remember, big word of advice, always start from the top and work downwards. Never, ever, ever the other way around. Never, ever. Fatal mistake. Buy them in a big bulk thing. They're cheap. You will use them. The truck drivers, God send them things, I'll tell you.